And there it is, 60 agility. Yeah, welcome to episode 4, ladies and gents. And there we go, here's the 80th mark of grace. And I've decided to follow the pattern, the higher run energy restoration per mark of grace as possible. So currently I'm buying graceful feet and a graceful cape. So currently I have 12% extra run energy restoration. Now before I continue my pursuit of efficient birdhouse runs, aka for the crafting to make the ruby necklace and steady income of actual rubies, I thought I would do some combat gains, especially my strength is kinda low, so I thought let's do the infamous waterfall quest. The waterfall quest is infamous mainly because of these Moss Guardians, which are capable of having a max hit of 14. Not sure if Protect from Melee will work on them because they also do magic. Zombies attacking me. This is a single combat zone. Therefore, as long as I keep aggro on those zombies, the Moss Guardians will not be able to attack me. So got the Gladiol's Tomb. Yeah, seems like the Protect from Melee is working well against these Moss Guardians. And with the first obstacle being done with, now it's time to the second, which is entering the Waterfall Dungeon. There are these shadow spiders which can drain my prayer up to half, and also those 4 giants capable of hitting for 11. So, but with my protection from melee, and if I go fast, that shouldn't be much of an issue. So waterfall quest finished, almost 14k XP to strength and attack, some diamonds, some gold bars. Damn right, 31 strength and 44 attack. Like the best part about this quest is you can do it like on a fresh level 3 straight off the tutorial island, and it will kickstart your melee skills by putting you to 30 attack and 30 strength right off the bat. So now that I've upgraded my stats to 44 attack and 31 strength, I think it would be a good time to get an upgrade on my melee weapon, which is a rune scimitar. And these Zamorak warriors at the ZMI altar have a drop chance of 1 out of 50. So I thought it would be a good idea to go for that. So I'm heading to Zamorakian warriors with magic because you can freely safe spot them there. There it is, rune scimitar, finally. On 37th KC of Zamorak warrior. There we go. Now it's time to buy some more soda ash and buckets of sand to level up my crafting furthermore. I'll need much higher crafting than level 12 to progress further on. And there are also a few quests I want to do as well, but just to be safe and just to be sure, I'm just buying the buckets of sand and soda ash for future. Alright, this an amount of buckets of sand, soda ash and some molten glass from my previous crafting session should be enough. Let's do some quests. So there we go, Tower of Life finished, got some construction XP, crafting and thieving. 14 crafting, 28 thieving and 26 construction. So let's do some more crafting quests. Murder mystery finished. 1400 crafting XP, 18 crafting, and 500 total level. Now that I have 18 crafting, I thought it would be a good idea to craft the silver sickle, which is needed for nature spirit, and then continue with Fairy Tale Part 1 into starting Fairy Tale Part 2 to unlock the Fairying network. And of course doing the Lost City quest as well, because I need access to Xanaris. So let's buy the silver bar for the silver sickle. Alright, so here's the silver sickle. So without further ado, let's begin the Nature Spirit quest. Nice. Now I see all the ghasts in the Mortmire swamp. Yeah, of course I mess up the agility shortcut. Man, I should have brought a better weapon for these ghasts. Silver sickle just not it. So third ghast done, and I should be pretty much done with this quest. Nice, Nature Spirit finished, got some crafting XP, some hit points and defense. Oh boy, 23 crafting, 13 starting defense, that's very nice, and 43 combat. So as you can see on the top left corner, next quest I'm about to do is Death on the Isle. Gives nice chunk of crafting XP as well. But sadly I need 30 for thieving for that. So let's head to Hosidius fruit stalls to level up some thieving. And I'm going for the peak efficiency between these two fruit stalls. There we go, 34 thieving. Also from thieving from the fruit stalls, I managed to save 10 strange fruit, which will probably serve as a poor man's energy potion. Okay, death on the isle, let's begin. So I stole the butler's uniform, and it's looking kinda sick, I gotta say. Man, I love how my character is looking serious when walking and running in this butler's uniform. And I especially like how the wine glass is bobbing on the plating as I'm running. Oh, poison! Why is it always poison when wine is involved? And this fight should be unlosable as well. Wait, where are you going? Come back! So there we go, fat drop of XP, 10k thieving, 7.5k agility and 5k crafting. Yeah, so 37 thieving, 28 crafting, 28 crafting. Now it's time for my buckets of sand and soda ash. That will give me enough crafting to start the Lost City quest. 31 crafting, that's one of the requirements for quest Lost City. And there we go, 40 crafting. Now I can craft the ruby necklace. So there we go, one ruby necklace and a second ruby necklace. It's kind of shame that I need cosmic runes to be able to enchant the ruby necklace. So yeah, Lost City it is. And I completely forgot I'll need 36 wood cutting to be able to start the Lost City. So let's chop some regular logs because I'll need that for training my fire making and fletching. And there we go, 36 wood cutting. Lost City quest time. Let's do this. My weapon of choice is Crumble Undead, as it should work excellently on zombies and the tree spirit as well. And that should not be an issue as both NPCs are safe spottable. So first time on Entrona. No weapons allowed. So drop down and I'm already on 30 prayer. So there's the axe, which I need to chop the Drummond tree. And I believe this is the place where I should safe spot the spirit tree as soon as it spawns. Yeah, I'm fairly accurate with my current 51 magic. There it is. So now there's no more problem in chopping the Drummond tree. Yeah, I'm chopping up some extra Drummond branches. I'm not returning to this place whatsoever. So got the Drummond staff. So I'm pretty much done with this. So behold, the Lost City of Xanaris. 3 quest points and access to Xanaris. And also some ability to wield the dragon weaponry. I think it's daggers and swords. So let's start the fairy tale part 1, aka the last quest that is separating me from unlocking the fairy ring network. So long story short about this quest, I was told to ask few farmers why is it so bad with crops recently. Some said it could be lack of rain, some said because of insects, plague, order of seasons is confused. And the last farmer told me the whole entire reason could be connected to fairies. And the whole reason why crops are bad is because Fairy Queen is sick after her last fight with Tanglefoot. And her symptoms are extremely weak, slow discorporation of ethereal body, drifting in and out of coma, shallow breath, fading magical energy, and high fever. Where's Dr. Gregory House when you need him? It's gotta be lupus, that's for sure. And now I'll have to get a pair of enchanted secateurs, or not sure if I pronounced that correctly, and the Malignus Mortifier will help me with that. But he will ask for 3 items from this list, and they follow a certain pattern of like 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5. So for example, if I'm tasked to bring him Nature Trustman, which is number 5, he will also ask me number 6, which is Clean Avento, and number 7, which is Clean Edit Leaf. And yeah, some items on this list are more harder to get than others. So I hope he will show me some mercy. So what's it gonna be? Charcoal, red wine worm, and fat snail. That should be easy actually. Charcoal is from the Karamjar general store. Red vine worm is from the McGrabber's Wood near to Seer Village, and fat snail is from Mauritania. So I have charcoal, fortunately, in my bank. Not sure if gas can rot the red vine worm, but I'm bringing multiple anyway, just in case. Yeah, there's the fat snail. So yeah, the level 20 snails are dropping fat snails. So here they are, magic secateurs. So this is how my setup for killing the Tanglefoot is gonna look like. The skill you need for him is combined strength and farming. So currently my skill in killing Tanglefoot is 46. So let's hope this will be enough. In worst case scenario, I'll just flinch him or prayer flag him. I'm bringing these cakes just to be like entirely safe. You can flinch the Tanglefoot like this. You stand on this tile next to these like small shrooms, and he stands here, and then just attack him and spam click the tile you were standing on. Wait until his HP bar disappears and repeat. Or you can just prayer flick the whole fight. And down he goes. So grab the Queen Secateurs. So there we go. Fairy Tale Part 1 is finished. 22 farming. And that's it. So finally it's time to begin the Fairy Tale 2. I cannot complete the quest as I'm lacking few stats, but you can start it while not having those stats. You just can't finish it, but you unlock the fairy rings like literally at the start of this quest. And there it finally is. Fairy rings unlocked. So one fast check. Hell yeah. So let me describe you how the fairy rings work. I can teleport between these locations, and think of it as like a subway stations. So for example, if I go from here to Canifis, I just right click, configure the fairy ring and input the CKS. Click confirm and it teleports me straight to Canifis. Now I'm super happy I have unlocked the fairy rings this super early on this account. And by the way, I found a way how to get rubies in this gem shop in Alderin. It always has only one in stock. There should be also an uncut ruby on the stock, but it has 6-hour respawn. So I guess people are just buying it because the uncut ruby is much cheaper than the cut ruby. So for now, this is the way how I'm gonna get rubies for the Dixite pendants until I find a better way. Well folks, that's everything for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed this one. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.